dear students. Today we are going to discuss the same topic, migration and urbanization, and the following subtopics also we are discussed today. The first one is a consequence of migration. So consequence means impact or outcome. So that is meaning of consequence. uh, Consequence of migration means impact of migration. If in migration that is happen means what kind of result, what kind of impact are also happen in this region. Okay, yeah. So these are the things we are discussed in this lesson. So according to the consequence of migration, we are discussed several consequence. The first one is a demographic consequence and a social consequence, and next one is a economic consequence, and next one is a environmental consequence. Okay, so these are the things we are discussed. First, the migration affects both the areas of migration and areas of destination. That the two things are affected migration. Okay, so the first one is the areas of origin of migration and the areas of destination. Okay, so the areas of origin of migration means in the people where is living. And okay, so these are the called or also called as a origin of migration. And next one is areas of destination means that is people where is moving. Okay, these are also called as areas of destination. So according to these are the two migration. Okay, so the areas of origin of migration and areas of destination. So how did the consequence that is happen of migration, these are the things we are discussed one by one. The first one is a demographic consequence. So on the demographic means that is a that the population. Okay, so that the census and calculation. So these are also called as a demographic. It changes. Okay, so what is changes happen means the age and sex composition of population. Okay, so these are the changes happen in the, okay, in this population. Okay, the migration of females after the marriage lead the decline in sex ratio in the source of region and increase in the ratio in the range of in the region of destination. So if one lady or got married means that is if that lady going to that the uh, mother-in-law houses means so that the origin of migration. Okay, and after that the destination of migration, that some kind of changes also happened there. Okay, and next one, the migration of male workers in the search of jobs and decrease in the independent population. Okay, uh, okay, so that the male workers search of jobs means so what it happened means that is an independent population that is also decreasingly having there. And next one, the dependency ratio that is also increasingly having there. Okay, when that the independent population decreases means that the male workers in the search of jobs. Okay, and next one causes is a social consequence. The migration of people from different region towards the urban area lead to the formation of plural society. Okay, uh, the migration of people from the different region, different parts of the region. Okay, migrated morely means towards the urban areas lead the formation of plural society. For the example, in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, all the peoples of Tamil Nadu, okay, came from Chennai. Okay, Chennai is the example of plural society. Okay, next one is it helps the people to come out the narrow mindedness and people become generous. Okay, these also happen in the, okay, plural society. Okay, so these also happen there. And next one is a economic consequence. The migration of people, more people from overpopulated under the populated region resulted in the imbalance of resources population ratio. In some cases, the region of over underpopulation may become the region of optimum population. Okay, the first one, the migration of more people from overpopulated and underpopulated region resulted the imbalance resources population ratio. Okay, one place is, okay, more people are migrated from, thus the origin of places means and next one, more people or are moving to that the another one place means so what is happened means okay, two kind of things also happened there. The first one, overpopulated. Okay, so where, okay, that people are settled, okay, are migrated, this is called as, that place happen is a overpopulation. And that is a, where is that the people are left, okay, so that places happen there the underpopulated. Okay, so these are the two kinds also happen there. So that is also called as a imbalance of resources population. In some cases, the region of overpopulated and underpopulated may become the region is optimum population. Okay, so that the migration may influence the occupational structure of the population of an area. So through this, it will certainly affected the economy of the region also. Okay, so what is these kind of imbalance of resources of population ratio, and after that so that the population migration, these also affected that economy of that region. And the brain dead drain. Okay, the consequence of migration, brain drain refer the migration which skilled people from the economically and backward countries move to the developed countries in the search of better opportunities. These are also called as a brain drain. Eventually this lead the backwardness in the source of region. This is called as a backwash effect. Okay, so that the first one, brain drain. Brain drain means the migration of, okay, the skilled people economically, okay, so in the backward countries moved to the developed countries. This is called as a brain drain. And next one is a uh, okay, backwash effect. The backwash effect means that is the backwardness in the sources region. Okay, the better opportunities, backward region. Okay, that is also called as a the backwash effect. Next one is a uh, environmental consequence. The large scale of movement of people from rural to urban areas causes the overcrowding in cities, puts heavy pressure on resources. Okay, a large scale of movement of people, for example Chennai, all the village people are moved to the Chennai in urban areas means so what it happened means overcrowding in cities happened there. So that is why the pressure on resources. Okay, so that the one place is having not more resources. That is why, so that what is happened means that is a pressure on resources, that is also happened. And it leads the rapid growth of cities. Okay, overpopulation in urban areas lead, so what is happened means the pollution of air and water and soil, and scarcity of drinking water, and lack of space for housing, and traffic consequence, and poor drainage are the common environmental problem. Okay, these are the problems are also happen in cities or urban areas. And uh, so that the this problem prevail in the urban areas, the lack of space for housing and rising the land cost lead to that the formation of slum. Okay, so these also happen, okay, in the on the basis of environmental consequence. And next one topic is urbanization. Urbanization refers to that the process in which there is an increase in the proportion of population living in towns and cities. Okay, so urbanization means uh, increase in the proportion of people living in the towns and cities. Okay, yeah, that is also called as urbanization. And next one we want to discuss the uh, causes of urbanization. So the urbanization is driven by three factors. The first one is a natural population and growth, rural to urban migration, and the reclassification of rural areas into the urban areas. Present day urbanization including the changes in the demographic and land cover and economic process and characteristics of demographic area. Okay, so these are also the causes of urbanization means what are the causes happen means there is a natural population growth. Okay, yeah, that is also happened there. The rural to urban migration and the reclassification of rural areas. Okay, so that all the people are moving to the urban areas means what is happened means that is again it classified in the rural areas, that is also happened. The present day, okay, urbanization including the changes in the demographic and of that the land cover and economic process. So these are the ways at present days, so that the changes also happened there. And next, in 2007, for the first time in history, the global urban population exceeded in the global rural population, and the world population has remained the prominently urban. Thereafter, the World Urbanization Prospect 2014 revision highlights. Okay, yeah, these also having there. And next one, origin and growth of the world urbanization. The process of urbanization in the world has long history. Okay, the first one is the ancient period. The urban centers started developing during the prehistoric period. Okay, before 1 lakh years before that. And during this period and the primitive, okay, a man started the demonstration of plants and animals. So that the 10,000, okay, sorry, 10,000 years before that, so that the prehistoric man, okay, started that the, okay, the primitive man and domesticated of plants and animals. Okay, so that the in the forerunners of humans. So what is doing means, so that the plants, okay, rearing the plants and domesticated their animals. And it was the period of development of permanent settlement. Okay, so on this, after that what has happened means, so that is a river valley region of Egypt, Greece and India rising that the agrarian communities, even the form that the urban communities, that is also happened there. The urban centers excess in production of food grains was a major reason for the urbanization. Okay, so what is the causes of urbanization means, so that the food grains was a major reason for that the urbanization. For example, in Ur and Babylon and Mesopotamia, Thebes in Alexandria in Egypt, Athens in Greece, Harappa in Mohenjo-daro in India were noted the prehistoric cities. Okay, yeah, so these are the cities are developed in the in those times. And in ancient period, the increase in the number of sites in urban centers occurred during the two great colonizing period of the Greek and Roman. During the beginning of 7th century itself, the many cities were found near the Aegean seas. During the Greek colonizing period, the expansion of the trade promoted the growth of towns and cities. That is also happened. And next, so in India and China and Nigeria together expected account of 35% of growth in the world urban population between the year 2018 and 2050. India is projected to add 460 million urban dwellers, China 255 million, and Nigeria 189 million. That is the urban world urban prospect 2018. That is a key factor. Next one is a medieval period. Uh, so in this the medieval period, it is referred that the period after that the 11th century. During this period, the European centuries increased in their overseas trade and played an important role in the revival of European towns and cities after the period of low development. And the end of the 13th century, the Paris, London, and Geneva, and Milan, Venice are the important cities found in Europe. Okay, students, today we are discussed a few of the topics. The first one is the consequence of migration. So few of the consequence also having there, and demographic consequence and social consequence. Next one is economic consequence and environmental consequence. And next one we want to discuss the urbanization, and next and causes of urbanization. Okay, and next one is origin and the world urbanization. Okay, so these are the things we are discussed in this class. Okay, I hope we are all clear about the topic. If you have any doubt, means ask immediately. Thanks for watching. Thank you one and all.